Hey guys, it's me. uh, you want to hear some joke first, or you want to hear a story first?
Story first.
Story first? Oh, okay. How many stories? How many jokes? Da, 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 da. Okay. This is a story about Mahatma Sukhdev and King Janak. King Janak was a very good king, you know. He's a kind of a highly developed spiritual practitioner. Mahatma Sukhdev and King Janak. It is said that it is impossible to find God without a master. I don't know why is that. Do you know? Did you find God without a master? No? Okay. Me neither. I'm looking for a master to show me God. Even if God comes down, yeah? Have to go through this channel. It's like that. If you want to go to higher level, if you want to go low level, like even third level, you can make it yourself. Mahatma Sukhdev, who possessed 14 merits, was the son of Rishi Vedvyas. Okay. He had true knowledge while still in his mother's womb. Wow. And was reluctant to be born because he feared that he would forget all he knew under the influence of Maya. Aren't we not all, huh? So fearful, right? You still? Are you still fearful? Be back again? Be born again? No? You're not fearful to be born again? Yes? Oh, why is it like some shake head, some... I don't know, what, why you shake your head? Don't want to be reborn again, okay. You don't want to be reborn again. That's very good. Good answer. Okay, here goes. But he has to be born, okay. So here comes the baby, wah come to life. Shortly after his birth, Sukhdev, an evolved soul and a great ascetic, left for the forest to continue his devotion. One day, as he sat in his meditation, it occurred to him that he should go to the temple of Vishnupuri and see face to face the one whom he worshipped every day. I mean, he wanted to see Vishnu, yeah, the Lord Vishnu. But when he reached the temple gate, he was turned away. The Lord Vishnu said to him, Sukhdev, I am extremely sorry. Yeah, because the gatekeeper reported this to him, yeah? You have no guru, and no one can ever gain entrance here without a guru. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Even if you go second level, you need a guru too. Because Vishnu supposed to be the Lord of the second plane, no? So this guy just even want to come have a look at him in his temple. And the Lord Vishnu didn't let him. So Sukhdev went straight to his father and told him what had happened. He was a vain boy and thought that since he was the son of a great sage who had himself carried out spiritual practice for a long time, there was no need for him to have a guru. Wrong. Having received the instruction from Lord Vishnu himself, however, he sought his father's advice as to which guru he should select. The father said, there's only one guru whom I can suggest, and that is King Janak. His father replied. So Sukhdev was very surprised. Father, I do hope that you have not lost your wits in your old age. Janak is a king, while I am a sage. He mean if he go and sit in under the tree and renounce everything, then he's a sage. Yeah, maybe he was a sage before he was born, but now he's born, he lost all that. Understand me? See how Buddha has to go through 6.5 years? See how Jesus have to be in the wilderness and travel great distance to learn with other master? Yeah? Before he became a master again. See how Prophet Muhammad had to forsake his family, yeah, and went into a cave and meditate until the Gabriel angel came and tell him, "You're okay now. You can get out and preach." See that? Huh? And so did Guru Nanak and the Jain master, the Hindu master, whoever that might be. If you went down to this physical world, you play the rules here. And that's the point. Yeah? All right. So, Sukdev continued to protest to his father. And he's a householder, means a lay person. Eh? And I am an ascetic. As if that matters to God, and if God cares, as if God cares how much money you have or don't have. Understand? So he continued. He holds court in a palace while I am a hermit. How could I take him as my guru? So the father told him, there's nobody else who could be your guru. He is the only perfect master at this era, at this time. Yeah. Phew, too bad. 12 times Sukdev's father sent him to King Janak, but always, due to doubt or misgivings, the son returned before reaching the king. Even before reaching the king, even. Oh, thank God I'm not a king, or somebody will not doubt too much. But I'm wearing a lot of stuff. Looks similar, yeah. That is because in the old time I was king and queen, yeah. And I have to live up the end of it if I don't want to come back here. Understand? The end of the luxury before I can go free forever. Okay, that's just for your information. Take it or leave it. Oh, God. Once, Sukdev even got as far as the palace of the king. But on seeing its richness and the great assemblage of worldly people, he was disillusioned by all the splendor and thought to himself, the mind thinking again, the ego come up. The king is completely given to sensual pleasures, he thought. I cannot accept him as my guru. Here come. You obstruct yourself. Yeah. Now, the law in the universe is that you lose spiritual merit if you slander or even suspect a realized soul. Yeah, I mean, a realized master, a great master, a perfect master. The more the doubts and suspicions that Sukdev entertained, the greater was the loss that he suffered. Eventually, only 2 of his 14 merits left for him. He has 14 merits before. Now he squandered it all by thinking negatively about a perfect master like King Janak. Yeah, I told you before. No matter if you're king or queen, commoner, garbage collector, if you have a perfect master and you practice well, you can be enlightened. You can be great saint. You can even be perfect master too. Yeah? It has nothing to do with the rope. Huh? with the clothes. Suppose I take all this off, don't wear nothing. Do you think I lose something? I lose some clothes, yes. Does it make any difference what I wear? Huh? Tell me. Or what you wear? Huh? Or not wear? To wear or not to wear? Has nothing to do with our spiritual attainment. Understand? Yes, okay. So at home I'm walking even, bare feet and wearing nonsense, whatever available. And here they brought a lot of stuff, so I just wear it for you to look at. Last time I didn't wear anything, huh? Last week, because I didn't bring anything with me. I just make it simple. This time the Maori people come and they want me to sell all this. So I'm just a cheap model, Yeah, not even paid for it. like the farmer boss yesterday, the half-witted farmer boss, yeah? All the employee get all this and that benefit and get paid so much, and he bring home $15 if he's lucky, yeah, after tax and all expenses, yeah, and repairing for equipment and security benefit for the employees. He has only 15 left, but he has a name now, boss. Okay, a name cannot earn you much, but you got a name. All right, now, when he was sent back to the king by his father for the 13th time, the sage Narad, another sage who can see things, a clairvoyant sage, who lived nearby, saw what was going on and took great pity on Sukdev. Feel sorry for him. Because he has only 2 coins left. 2 merit left. So he thought to himself, the sage, the sage Narad, this poor soul is losing all his merits and should be saved, he thought. There was a small river on the way to Sukdev's home, and Narad Muni, disguised as an old Brahmin, started carrying mud and throw it into the water of the river. As he did so, the fast-flowing current simply carried away every time. Of course, no? Yeah? If you throw mud in a fast-flowing current water, what will happen? It will stay on top of the water waiting for you? Huh? To make a bridge? Perhaps. So Sukdev was observing this and thinking to himself again, this stupid man, he's trying to make a dam on a fast-flowing river. And it won't work, yeah? It's the clever young ascetic. So he come and talk to him. Sukdev come and talk to the old man, say, hey, old man, look here, listen to me. Please, first collect a few pieces of wood, place them in position, then bring large chunks of earth, and lastly throw on the fine mud. Then, only then, will you be able to make a small dam across the stream. Otherwise, you can go on throwing mud into the river, as you are now doing for the rest of your life, and it will be a waste of time and effort. Wow, how wise. Like, it sounds familiar, like many of my disciples trying to tell me a lot of things what to do. And I listen to all this advice all the time, and I'm still not getting any wiser. Yeah, sometimes I do ask the advice, just for fun, see how they react. And I begin immediately, yes, Master, I know everything about that. Listen. Blah, blah, blah. It depends on how much ego he has. He will jump at the occasion to teach me right away. Sometimes I ask to be friendly, Yeah, just so that they feel closer to me and not feel too distant. Like Master also asks advice. So no problem. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, we're buddies. Yeah, something like that. Okay. But of course, sometimes I don't know some things. Yeah, a specialty like computer stuff. Then of course I ask. Yeah. Well, the old man replied to Sukdev, I'm only losing my day's effort. But there is a young man who is a bigger idiot than I am. And his name seemed to be Sukdev, son of Vedvyas. He has already lost 12 of the 14 merits that he possessed from former life because of his misgivings about King Janak. Only 2 remain to him now. My God. Honesty hurts, huh? How you say, straightforward advice, yeah? You only get from good friend, yeah? Most people don't care to tell you about your wrong. Or what doesn't concern them, no? You won't give them anything. And maybe you even get mad at them. And maybe curse them. Maybe even criticize them. Or fall out of friendship. So most of the people you have around you don't dare saying anything to you. Yeah? Also, they don't care. Yeah? They mind their own business. Or maybe they don't even know what to say to you even because they don't know anything. They don't know anything better to say, right? They don't know any better than you. So you need some good friend like this old man, you see? Who fear of losing nothing. Who express the truth, yeah? To benefit that young man unconditionally. Yeah, he want nothing in return. Anyway, because Sukdev also was an ascetic. He possessed nothing with him anyway. How can an ascetic give an old man anything? And the old man is a sage, also an ascetic himself. He also need nothing from Sukdev. So this is truly unconditional friendship, true love. Eh? And you tell the truth to wake your friend up, to help your friend. That's what people do when they really care about you. Yeah? Not telling you always your good stuff. Yeah? Which is not true even, just to flatten you, just to boost your ego for some benefit, or maybe just to have a good feeling from you. Okay, now, Sukdev, you think he listen? Have a guess. Does he listen or not?
Not the first time.
Not the first time?
Because he has 2 merits left.
Oh, okay. You think he listen now?
I think so.
You okay? Who else?
I hope so.
Yeah, okay. You think he listen? Anybody else? Anybody who thinks he listen right now, raise hand. Anybody who thinks he will listen later, the last merit, raise hand. And other no opinion? I didn't listen, huh? Or don't understand English. Okay. Good excuse, huh? Okay. Let's see what Sukdev react. Sukdev, even though he was very proud of his spiritual standing and his asceticism, he fainted after he heard Nara's word. He just collapsed. Something hit him. Some truth hit him direct on the heart. He fainted. Oh. When he regained consciousness, there was no one there. But he remembered the old man's words, and swearing to himself that nothing now would keep him from his goal, he set out once more to meet King Janak. The Lord has his ways of bringing his souls back to him. To him. Although Sukdev still could not understand the need for a master, he was not ready to lose his last 2 merits. So it was that he set off to the king's court for the 14th time. Okay. That's good, huh? Yeah. Why did Sukdev faint it? Anybody have idea? Why did he faint it when he heard the old man say that? Yeah, he was shocked, but why should he be so shocked? What made him so shocked? He realized what the truth, okay, but how does he believe the guy? How could he? He didn't even know the man. He didn't even respect him in the beginning. How could he believe the old man? And so shocked that he fainted. Tell me the main point. Hmm?
It touched his soul.
He touched his soul. Maybe, yeah. Well, how come his father's word didn't touch his soul before? So tell me what? Tell me why. Anybody outside can come in if you have idea. I will give you 3 cakes. Anybody from outside come in? Anybody? They want to come in? Anybody? Check it out. Come here, guys. I'm waiting. Counting to 10. 9.
Awakening.
Yeah, we know that.
The power of the truth went through the layers of their ego.
Perhaps, yes.
The fact that he has only 2 more points left.
Yes, of course, we know that. But how did he believe an old man? Check your IQ. It's so obvious.
The old man told him about his dad, about his memories from former lives.
Uh-huh.
Things that nobody else knew, or perhaps he knew that they were.
That's right. That's right. Because the old man doesn't know him. Yeah? And he doesn't know the old man. How does he know his father, his name, and where he's going, and what he was doing, and all the intimate thought of him about King Janak? And not everybody knows about that. And also the old man would not need anything from him, you see? Whereas the father, maybe your father, of course, always push the children to go learn this and do that. You take your father's advice for granted. Yeah? Many children do not believe parents. Maybe sometimes because they live together and personality conflict possible, yeah? Or some because you take your parents for granted. They teach you since young. Always tell you clean your teeth, brush your tongue, go change your socks. It's all this kind of thing. And the children seem to be too tired of advice from parents. Yeah, that's one more thing. Of course, he has also the the narrow conception of how a sage should look like, and how a spiritual perfect master should live their lives, his life or her life. That's why. You see what I mean? That's the trouble with people. You just want a master to fit your window. And small as that. Yeah. And you don't learn any much further. I mean, even suppose he was right about asceticism, yeah? That is good or anything for him or for anybody. But look at so many other masters in the past, yeah? They are not always ascetic. See, the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva of China, she is all diamonds and yeah, jewelry all over, no? And other Bodhisattva, I saw them drawing picture with a lot of decoration, And Sakyamuni Buddha is ascetic, of course. But there are many others who are not. Other masters who are not. Yeah. So this guy is just too square. Of course, if you are very attached to sensual pleasures and all the splendor, material splendor of the world, then it's good for you to be detached. Yeah? To balance your life. Yeah. But if somebody like King Janak, he could give up his kingdom and everything in a second notice. Yeah. It's just that he has to continue because it's his destiny. It's the fixed karma of this lifetime. That's what he has to do. So he does it. Yeah? that doesn't mean he's attached to all this luxury of the palace or any position. He couldn't care less. That's the best king. When you don't care about position and power of a kingdom, then you can be the best king. Because you don't do it for position, for gain, for respect from your subjects, but you're doing it to take care of your people, to discharge your duty as predestined before you're born. Yeah? So then he's a good king, and of course he's a good master as well. Because his heart doesn't attach to whatever around him. His heart attached to the truth, yeah? To the teaching of God. So it doesn't matter what he wears, what he does really. But being less enlightened, this Sukdev begin to judge, how a master should be. So that's why he couldn't bear it when King Nanak lived in luxury, have perhaps one wife and many other extras. Yeah, but maybe the king has wife and extra wives, but his heart is not attached to there. That's just whatever allotted to him in this lifetime, a lot of diamond, a lot of gold, a lot of wives, or a lot of palace. He just had to accept it, yeah? And there are also other master like Kabir. He was only a cobbler, no? Yeah, and he also a great master. He doesn't have to be king or a monk, or anybody special. All right, in Vietnam, you can't run away from your allotted, destiny in this lifetime. The only important thing is you have to search for a master and practice spiritual enlightenment. And the rest, whatever you have, you have. Yeah, whatever you don't have, you don't have. Very simple is that. There's no need to forsake anything. Because if you run away from this thing, another time, other thing will come up. Maybe even worse. Yeah? Understand me? Yeah. It has nothing to do with spiritual merit. Just your heart is important. That you don't attach to whatever. And that should be fine. Yeah? Okay. In Vietnam, there was a king. Oh, he's a very, very compassionate king. Yeah? And he's not very attached to position as king or royalty, nothing at all. So, because he has a good master, So he was very enlightened. And he's very compassionate to his subject. He take care of the poor people and all that. Very, very famous king of Vietnam. His name is Lý Thánh Tông, I think, if my memory is that good. It's since 50-some years when I learned his name. I don't even know this guy. It's in history, I wasn't very good at history. I learned it well. I know everything because I learned quick. But I didn't like history too much. It got full of bloodshed and war, and I hate it so much. Whichever king comes up, he has to destroy the ex-kings, and it's a lot of stuff that I don't like, yeah? So, but it's good, this guy is a very good king. Finally, at the moment of too much detachment, he went away, he escaped. Went away, did like Sakyamuni Buddha. I guess he worshipped this guy, Sakyamuni Buddha, as his model, hero. So he went to the temple and shaved his head and become a monk. Yeah.